Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Sorry about that. I need to print out a couple pages for this. How's everyone doing? Let's see. Who do I see? Diane, hey, how's it going, hon? Mary, hello. Rita, and happy afternoon to you guys, too. Who is ready to plan? It's been a crazy busy week, but it's been a good week. I got more writing done this week than I have in a couple, so that's good. How did it go for you guys? Rita, congrats on finishing Lear. That is very awesome. I think we should start with a little confetti for you. Amazing, awesome, and celebrating you. I'm so proud of you, honey. Excellent perseverance. Yeah, I love it. Let's see, crystal hair and ready to roll. Already did a ton today before now. Nice. Okay, guys, we're going to get into it and get our planning done. Whew, deep breath. I'm excited for this week. I have a mock-up of the planner that I'm creating for our system. So I'm trying to figure out what I need to make sure this thing really works. And it's kind of fun to be toying with the ideas and seeing what everything looks like on the page. And I should have cut this. Rita, thanks so much. I got the letter ready for beta readers this morning. That's exciting. I love that. I hope you're dancing around. I hope you're celebrating yourself. Oh, definitely. I hope you get yourself some rewards because that is awesome. Okay, guys, we're going to dive on into our first panel. Yes, definitely. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I kind of wasn't. I wanted a system. I didn't just want to create another planner. We have plenty of those out there. I want something that works, right? Diane, yes, a huge congrats to Rita, definitely. All right, guys, we are going to dive on in and get into planning the right way. First off, why we plan. For direction, focus, and balance. As close as we can get to balance as possible. It is kind of one of those things that life will still try to get in the way, but if we create a plan, we're more likely to have a more balanced life. We want to reduce stress, and we want to measure our progress. Know where we've been, so we know where we're going, right? Hey, Phyllis, happy Sunday. Let's begin to write your story. Okay, let's see. First section, stage 1, scenes. We're going to start looking at some strategies. Definition, a section where there is action, a beginning, middle, and end that moves the story forward. This is your story we're about to write. So let's see how it's going to look. These are the tools we're going to use to get there. We want clarity. What do we want to achieve this week? Why do we want to achieve it? How are we going to achieve it? This is where we enter the trials. This is the try-fails that we put our characters through when we write. These are the try-fails when we create art. We're going to allow ourselves to make mistakes on this journey so that we can better understand ourselves and find systems that work for us. We're going to use SMART goals. We're going to make sure that they're specific, measurable, achievable and attainable, relevant and realistic, timely and time-bound. We're going to be intentional with our time, be honest about what we want to achieve, and we're really going to question ourselves. Do we want to or need to be doing this right now? Sometimes the answer is no. Sometimes the thing is better set to be done in another quarter or in the new year, like we're not ready for it. If we don't have the skills, we can work on the skills associated with it, but we're not ready to launch yet, right? Actions. Next task steps, measured increments, good, better, best goals, micro steps, delegate. Delegate is a powerful thing. We often don't give ourselves permission to do it, but we should. What do we need to delete? Sometimes things are on our list are just tired and no longer relevant. Delete them. Be free of them. And we're also always looking for problems and delays and how they're going to impact our plan. That way we are in a position that we can deal with things preemptively instead of waiting for everything to fall apart. We don't want to do that. That's not good for us. It's not good for what we're trying to do. It's not good for the people around us. Chaos just hurts, right? Finally, target dates. We want to put dates on a calendar that will give us a direction, that will give us the ticking clock, even if it's just a date that we give ourselves. But if everything is just someday, it will mean never. So we want to give it a date so that we can work toward it. Sometimes we're going to be shy of that day, but it gives us a meter and a measure to get toward, right? So time required, let's be honest with ourselves. Yeah, there are many, many books out there showing us that we can write a book in 14 days. Is it realistic to do that over and over again? Probably not. So we want to be realistic. If we want to challenge ourselves and give ourselves a 14-day novel writing challenge, that's one thing. We're doing that for the challenge aspect. If we want to make that a life goal, that's going to lead to burnout and overwhelm. We need our completion date. We're going to schedule it. We're going to put it on the calendar. We're going to see it every time that we plan that it's coming up, and that tells our brains and tells our bodies we need to get into action. Daily, weekly goals. We want to break things down, make it a little easier for us, give ourselves bite-sized pieces to work on. We want to do weekly check-ins. We want to make adjustments as needed. We want to refocus as needed. Sometimes, again, you start doing something, you realize it's not the thing. If you've given it a good solid goal and it's not working, let's take a look at it. Why, right? Maybe it's really not the passion project you thought. Maybe there's not enough story there yet. Maybe you got to go back to the drawing board with it. It's a reality. We accept it, we work with it, and we either delete it or we continue forward with a new vision for it, right? All right, guys. Our second panel, backstory, a set of events that have occurred before the main story. We're basically going to look at how we did this week. We're going to see what we got done. We're going to look for all our good things that we did, all our successes. We're going to look at our best fixes. We're going to look at those challenges. We're going to look at what came into our lives that made things difficult. And we're going to see how we can work with them better next time, how we can face them better. So first part is reflection. We're going to celebrate our successes, our gold star moments. Always, always, always give you guys selves the gold stars. You deserve them. And we're going to analyze our challenges, our biggest distractions, and our best fixes. I hate to say it often, our phones. But you know what? They're also a powerful tool. So we don't want to eradicate them from our lives. We just want to manage them a bit better. We also want to look at what needs to be continued forward. And why. But we also want to take a moment to consider what did we accomplish on that particular goal or on that within that project. Did we get more done than we thought? We're going to give ourselves credit for what we did. That's totally what this is about, and figure out what the next piece is. That way when we're moving forward, it's defined. Is this project bigger or more complex than you thought? Often we write things down that, sometimes it takes a few days to write a chapter. If we write down that we're going to write 6 chapters this week, it's maybe too much, right? All right, guys, let's get our 2-minute timer up and last week's plan. And let's take a look at how we did. My page is over here. That is already one thing I think I want to modify so I can have all my pages out. Let's see here. Yep, we're going to go like that. Okay, guys, 2 minutes. Let's take a look at how we did and go. Driving. What did you guys do? I got a lot of, I was really good on exercise. I was good on maintaining morning pages. I did the strata stuff I needed to do. I got words. I fell short on the driving. Not surprising though, because we were kind of busy and that kind of didn't get tucked into the places we usually would do that. We were busy, so that didn't quite happen. Um, but yeah, not too bad. Um, the video editing, I did not get to, but I didn't even begin to start by making a short video that I could learn to edit. So that's on me. I should have made a quick, doesn't matter what it is, quick video, throw it on the computer, and then mess with learning how it all works. Had a conversation about it, but that was about it. Not great. So what were your gold star moments, Rita? How did you do? Oh, I mean, Lear, right? Let's see. All right, guys, we're going to move on into our next panel. See, Lear is ready for readers. Notebook set up for 6 months for life. I still need to decide on goals. No Canva or morning pages to be figured out. Excellent. Canva is, I played in Canva this week. I played in Canva with a goal. I did achieve my goal. It kept me grounded and kept me from going too crazy on it, but I did enjoy. And I did indulge a little bit. I'm trying to do that more batching so that I'm not in it all the time. I kind of come up with what I want for the month and then I just kind of stay in it for about an hour. And that way I'm keeping myself under a bit of control because otherwise it's a good playground. Mary, moment, finally got back into my work in progress and started a new scene. Love it. And she found a gold star. I love it. Perfect. I love that. That makes me smile. I love it, Mary. Okay, guys. Our next panel, plotting. Series of related events, making up a story. Crystal, I do not understand free version of Canva left. What do you mean you don't understand? I mean, they dangle the pro stuff in front of you, that's for sure. But it generally works pretty good for thumbnails and Instagram, and you can do quite a bit in the free version before you kind of run into problems. Let's see, Rita, I'm only in Canva for 50 minutes at a time. That's smart, yes. We won't talk about the rabbit hole I've gone down a few times. Okay, guys. So we're gonna figure out the 5 basic elements that we're gonna be dealing with, which of any story, but especially our own: the setting, characters, plot, conflict, and resolution. Phyllis to Mary, well done. I agree. We're gonna look at generally setting, making your physical space work for you. We want to make sure that we are creating functional spaces for ourselves, and really looking and seeing what works. I just revamped my desk again a little bit because I found that I was using the keyboard less and paper more as of late. So I kind of shifted things around a little bit and it's working quite well. I gave myself a fresh new color of a desk mat. I went back to the nice mint green from pink just to freshen up the space. I controlled a lot more of my stones that I have on my desk. They were getting a little unruly. So I kind of downsized a little bit, moved them around the room a bit, just to kind of give myself more space, cleaner space. I wiped everything down and just took a moment to reset for the new month. Let's see. Mary, thanks, Phyllis. Phyllis, good week. Still working to recap August and still planning for the end of Q3 and start Q4 planning. Guys, can you believe that HB90 is next weekend? Speaking of which, for your calendars, guys, because of HB90 and also another event I have to go to on Sunday, We're just gonna do Saturday. So our plan with me is gonna be at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday on the 9th, and then we're gonna follow that 5 p.m. with our writing sprints. There's not gonna be any writing sprints on Sunday because it just doesn't work. I tried moving around. I'm like, nope, this isn't happening. So we're gonna have a full Saturday of fun with planning and writing, and we're just gonna enjoy it, the fun of summer, the fun of trying to squeeze everything down. I don't even get to enjoy HB90 the way that I planned because the event starts at like 12:30, and so I'll be lucky if I get about 20 minutes of the kickoff call, but I'm going to take those 20 minutes, guys. Yeah, let's see, Crystal Phyllis, that's where I'm at as well. Yes. All right, guys, so let's dive into our plotting and figuring out what it is we actually want to achieve this week and how we're going to go about doing it. Let's get into our fresh pages here. Let's see. Oops. Okay. So we're working with September 4th to the 10th for anyone who has undated. Okay, quarterly focus. We still have a month, so there are odds that you may still have something in your plan that you have new for Q3. So, or maybe some skill that you're still working toward for the purposes of something you want to launch and begin in Q4. Any new opportunities that present themselves along with the new month, any prep or research that you are in the process of doing. I'm getting closer, I'm getting better at that. Anything that you need to reduce, remove, or delay. Okay, let's do a 2-minute timer and look into our HB90 planning. I felt a little shy, I should say, for this quarter, but I find I often do during the summer months because life gets kind of busy and a bit chaotic, and then things don't quite. So I tend to do HB90 light in the summer. So I just took a moment to do a recap and create some plans for September goals, sort of looking at what I had written and sort of reshaping them a little bit. Hey Felicia, hello. And just kind of refocusing, taking a breath, taking a moment, making sure these were things I still wanted. I also changed strategies a little bit, so I kind of had to rethink the how of some of it. Okay, guys, 2 minutes. Let's dive in and figure out our quarterly plans and how they're going to affect this week, and go. Okay, what did you guys come up with for the quarter? Um, I am actually I got a fun one. Hubby's going away for a week, so I get to have a mini writer's retreat in the middle of September here. So I am trying to shape that. That is definitely new to the quarter. I did not know that was going to happen at the beginning of it. So I get to have a mini retreat, and I'm trying to think what that's going to look like. I'm excited. I haven't had one for a while, so I'm going to try to give this some shape and design so I could really take advantage of it. What did you guys come up with? Let's see. Trying to think. I know there's something else that should be on that list. Oh, I know what it is. And it's something I cannot forget to do. It's not a quarterly thing, but if I don't remember this, it will not be good for my kitchen. Okay, guys. Our next panel is going to be projects. Active, on hold, new. Hey, Diane. Afternoon, Felicia. Let's see. Active, on hold, new. Process, what, why, and how. What do you want to achieve this week? What is the purpose of it? How is it serving you? The steps, focus, stage, or beats, and order and importance you need to follow. Uh, Basically, we're going to break our projects down. Right now, at this stage, you can get as specific as you want or as broad as you want. It doesn't hurt just to write down that you could just do 10K words for the week and just leave it at that. And then you can figure out how you want to break it down further, right? Or you can just literally break it down now and say, okay, I'm going to do a 5-day week, 2K each day, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. Let's see, Crystal, I am adding watching the sun rise and sunset every day. Upon waking, I will drink water with a pinch of salt, great for the body. Interesting. And I will start drawing and journaling daily as well. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, guys, let's do our 2-minute timer and populate our plan with our projects and go. I'm gonna give myself. To finish this thought here, because we have not done that yet. It's gonna need due on Sunday, so can't be messing with that. So what did you guys come up with? Crystal, I will reduce, remove clothes and books for donating and organize my closet. Nice, I love that. All right, guys. Our next panel and my personal favorite, new skills. Why this? Why now? Do you need to apply or purchase any textbooks, reference material, a course? Do you have to apply to actually to get into the course? What is your reading study time going to look like? What does your practice time look like? And how are you going to evaluate your success? Let's see, Rita, number one project this week is to get back to revising Witches of Solace. Nice. I always love the title. Beautiful. So Lear is going to go off to beta readers, and then you're going to move on to witches, right? That's the fun. I love that. I love that you have everything is starting to balance out. Beautiful. Okay, guys, 2 minutes, and we're going to dive on into our new skills and figure out what we're bringing to the table. This could also be what you're continuing as well, guys. Phyllis, and like what aspect you're working on, right? Phyllis to Crystal, I also need to organize my closet, file cabinet, shred documents, etc. Excellent. Crystal, I will begin to prioritize writing and cut out distractions. I will continue to drink lemon water with some ACV and avoid sugar. Those are very good strategies. I love that. Okay, guys, let's look at our new skills. I feel like I need to tweak the word new here because sometimes it is a new skill we're still taking in. It's still new to us. We're still working on it. We're still building it. So it doesn't have to be new. It can be a continuation. But what piece are you going to work on this week of it, right? Rita, that's the plan. I need to break from the world of elements of essence. It's been 2 months. Oh, wow. Yeah, you were like literally doing weekly, so that's actually a good chunk. Phyllis, I have taken a break from my manuscript draft. I need to create a revision plan for it. Going to start anew in September. Beautiful. Crystal to Phyllis, I've been tackling this little by little throughout July, August. My closet is all that is left, thankfully. You can do it. I'm cheering you on. Love it. Love the support. Okay, guys, 2 minutes. Let's take a look at these new skills and how they're doing for us. Anything little tweak we want to make. Anything else we want to bring in. And let's do this. Ooh, it's gonna be a busy week. I think I can handle the things I want to do in terms of the new things. I need to be careful because there's a lot of also other things that are continuations that are finally coming to fruition. It's going to be an interesting week, guys. I love the hearts from Felicia to Diane. Phyllis to Crystal, thanks for the encouragement. I need to just schedule it. Yes, definitely. Get on your calendars. Even if you move it around a day or two, it gets so much more likely to get done. Fill up your calendars, guys. Best tool you've got. Phyllis, I am also considering starting a new project. I am in the process of assessing my skill set and what is needed for it. Beautifully said. Yes, that's what we're doing. We know there's certain things we want to do, but we know we're lacking in the skills to do it. We're building our skills when we're doing this panel so that we can do the things that we want to do. Crystal Phyllis, so true. I scheduled them plus household chores errands in as task blocks for those times that were too short or too distracting to be devoted to writing, and it works. Oh, beautifully said. I love that. Wow, that's perfect. Yes. We do like yesterday, we do the longer blocks for our writing because we enjoy it. We're in the zone. We're doing something positive. We're literally moving the needle forward on something that we love. We can't often say that about housework. So all those in-between times and just a time block and setting, like Pomodoro, perfect, right? Rita, I need to find a formatting software, explore Google Docs better, KDP related tasks, and play in Canva. I love it. You'll love it. You will love it. I really need to actually set up a schedule for house tasks. As keep it flexible at first. I think that's important. If you make it too strict, I don't think it's not gonna feel good. All right, Diane. Thanks, sweetheart. Hugs to you, Felicia. Yes. All right, guys. We're gonna get into our next panel. Important dates. This is for the next 2 weeks. I need my phone for this one. And I need my mini list that I made, which is on, where is she? There she is. Next week, the next few weeks are crazy. All right, guys. So important dates for the next 2 weeks: events, birthdays, appointments, commitments, and workshops. What are you attending? Why are you attending it? What are you going to need for it? All the things, right? So you're going to note travel time, action steps, prep, if a confirmation is needed, often there is these days, and paperwork. If they've given you paperwork, get it filled out now. Get it into your purse or by the door or whatever it is so you do not forget it when you go to a set appointment. It's all ready to go, and you don't have to go I forgot it, I'm sorry. And while they hand you another set, right? Crystal, speaking of Q4, who has the best fall stickers washi tape? Wanting to decorate my planner and workbook like a boss. I am rather fond of the little what is it? The Coffee Monsters Co. Company. She actually is not that far from me. She's a Canadian, and her products are cute and fun, and they just make you feel good. You guys have seen me use them. I have lots of physical, but I also have, let's see here, I'll bring a couple up here that I've of her digitals that I printed. Give you an idea of the cuteness that is hers. Here, if I hold them like that, I can give you a pretty good view. There. This is Coffee Monsters Co. Come on. Aren't they adorable? And she has an Etsy and she has websites. Either one will work. See, Candice, new skills. First is my newsletter and automated stuff. Second is uploading a novel on Amazon. Sweet. Love that. All right, guys, let's dive in and do our important dates. I'm going to bring up my Google Calendar, and I'm going to bring up I think I actually pulled that because I didn't use as much as I thought I was going to. So we're just going to go with that. Okay, guys, and go. Where is my... Nope. Come here. Okay, let's see. Super cute. Thank you. You're welcome, Crystal. Let's see. Is there any other ones? No. Okay. Back. Let's see, 2 weeks. So then I have... I don't know why that thing didn't populate. I better write that down because my calendar did not take that one. That is one I don't want to forget. No? Okay, there we go. And the other... All right, let's see. What did you guys come up with here? Read a library program a couple of days, and Jenna's workshop for Tuesdays at Tuesday afternoons, normal sprints and coffee chats. Perfect. Mary, tomorrow's Labor Day in the US and I will be off work. September 11 to 15 is the Get Organized HQ virtual conference, which I signed up to attend, watch replays, lots of organizing experts, some ADHD. Sounds amazing. You'll have to tell us next weekend how that goes. Okay, guys. Our next panel is the nitty-gritty. This is the stuff of life. This is the things we have to do. Generally speaking, I don't know if there's a launch on this entire list. Let's see. Our supporting tasks, chores, errands, meal planning, exercise plan, admin task, business planning, very important step, guys. Always try to get your business planning in there at least once a month, checking in with your plans, making sure everything's going forward as you wish, as you hope, as you desire. That might be the better word. Banking and bill due dates, insurance. That can be car, house, personal, whatever. Make sure that you're covered, right? Your planning, daily and weekly. I was trying to do an evening planning thing and come to the conclusion I don't really like that. I'm going to try it in the morning instead and see if I like that better. Have my coffee, sit, relax for a few minutes. I maybe do morning pages, get a page of writing done so I can use that good creative morning mind, and then do the planning for the day after that. And kind of check off the two main things that I want to get done in the morning, and then go and exercise. And then any live sprints that you want to attend, get down the time, what's your basic, and if you can even tag in there what you'd like to achieve during that sprint, that would be even cooler. Giving yourself that goal mindset all the way through, right? And can you batch together tasks that are related so that you can get them done more easily, more consistently. I think that's very important. And just ensure that all those, short little under 5 minute tasks get done. And it can even be as simple as setting a timer for 20 minutes and working on one corner of a room. Whatever that, or getting that vacuum up for 20 minutes, whatever it is, just do the things that need to get done, right? Okay, guys, we're gonna go popular plan with all the things that keep us, healthy, fed, clean, and hopefully joyful. And go. Okay, what did you guys come up with? I got a couple things down. I want to try to figure out how I'm going to do that. I want to tweak one part of my driving practice here, which is sort of starting to fall into this. It's kind of becoming a normal part. And even though it's a new skill, it kind of comes into this because I kind of do it often when we're already out running errands and stuff. So they kind of blend together. So I'm trying to think of smart days where that pairing will work. And I won't be wasting gas unnecessarily. Rita, just the boring stuff, but I really want to get through declutter and major clean of the kitchen and bathroom. Oh yeah, those are hard zones, right? Let's see. For me, I think kind of don't want to touch the next 2 days. They're important days, and I think there's more important things that have to happen. So I think I'm gonna look Wednesday forward for that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to, because normally the Monday and Tuesday would be the days I'd kind of heavily be working on these things. And because of other various things, I don't see that this week. So I'm gonna have to mess with my own plan and my own routines. Not good. All right, guys, we're gonna head into our next section. Protagonist, the character who drives the action. You and me, we're the character. We're the protagonist. We're trying to make a plan that works for us, that works with how we think, how we work. We're going to try some stuff. We're going to make some mistakes. Perfectly fine. but we are going to get there, and we're going to learn, right? What works for us. First off, reluctance. What are you avoiding? Why? Is it fear-based? If it is fear-based, what are you afraid of? I mean, what is it that is holding you back, right? If you answer that, often it is something that really you can conquer, right? By making the choice to do. Does it still matter? Break it down, make it priority number one, schedule it, and get it done. I am bad for this one. It's the same one it's been for months because I am not good at it. I am letting perfectionism stand in my way of learning, and it's a mistake, and I'm going to start fixing it. I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm going to make a plan for it, and I'm going to execute it this week and make sure it happens because there's no reason why I shouldn't. Okay, guys, let's dive in and figure out what we've been avoiding, why, and how we're going to get it off our plate. And go. Okay, I need... My hair's a bit dry today. Please. Okay, what did you guys come up with? I've stopped myself. I was going to schedule this for Monday because that's normally what I try to do if there's something I'm really trying to get off my plate, I want to get done. But Monday's a holiday for one, and two, we got stuff to do. We got stuff to do that's very relevant to the next day. So, no, I moved it to put it to Wednesday. I've got it underlined. It's a priority. I'm going to star it because I want this to happen. It doesn't even have to happen well. This is practicing skills. No fear. It doesn't matter. I only show it if I like what I end up creating. If I don't, it's a practice, and I'm beginning to build that skill set up. So I'm being realistic, and I'm going to go for Wednesday. If I can do it sooner, yay. If not, that's okay. Right, I have been avoiding the bookkeeping, but since Martina has that, I'm just getting phone calls from her about it. That's pretty good. Maybe the beta readers and sending the links. Yes. Piece by piece, start with getting a couple out. Take a deep breath. Think about how that feels. Think about how the process went. Figure out where maybe you can streamline a little bit. And then do a couple more. And then just kind of build it up and get it so it becomes more yours and more something you feel good about, right? All right, guys, our next panel, misbeliefs. What bad choices have you been making that are affecting your overall health, energy, and concentration? Goal, make one small change this week. I use the example of drinking water in place of sugary drinks. Personally, I've been pretty good on for some time, but just because it doesn't make me feel good, very good. Every once in a while, I indulge in a pop, and it's not good for me. It does not feel good. It tastes amazing, but it doesn't make my body feel good. So what I started doing was a couple of months back, if I wanted to watch a video, I had to do it while walking. I had to start doing it with movement and exercise and just walking. And guys, I am up to 10K plus a day. Um, Walking, I usually do it in 3 or 4 sets, depending on how the day breaks up. And it's amazing. I feel so much better. And it is, and I didn't start with 10K. No, 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 no. I started with the realization that the average person does about 4,400 steps a day, just going about the normal life. And I went, okay, I'll do 5. I just have to do 5 for the day. And I did that for a couple of weeks. Then I did 6 for a couple of weeks. Then I did 7 for a couple of weeks. Then I jumped. I don't know why. I had a couple of days in there where I did like over 10 and they felt amazing and I just kind of didn't stop. But I did work it up over about a month and a half before I got there. So my joints feel good, nothing's hurting, and I made my way up slowly. Let's see. Mary, I can finally say I'm not avoiding writing anymore. I have been avoiding decluttering my closets because even doing one at a time feels overwhelming. I'm going to start with the small. Oh, the smallest one. I love that. That works on Monday. You can do it, Candace. Definitely. Walking is so meditative. It is, yes. And the creativity that comes with it, the freedom of my mind and all these ideas. The only part that bugs me is sometimes I come up with ideas while I'm walking and I want to stop and I want to write it down. And I'm like, I'm trying to think about. So I just basically opened an empty document in Google Docs. So I figured I'm usually watching the videos anyway, so I could just come out of the video, write the idea down in the document, and then go back to the video. It's not great, but it's something, right? Crystal, try Zevia. It tastes like soda, but it is only carbonated water, naturally flavored, sweetened with stevia. Oh, interesting. I have not tried that brand. We do a lot of bubbly, which has sort of no sugar and it's carbonated, a little bit fruity. But it's not pop. Not that, like I said, I kind of, it's, when I drink it, it's for taste. I love when my daughters have it because then I can distill a taste that can be good for the rest of the day. Rita, a declutter is overwhelming for sure. It is, because it's hard sometimes to make choices about things. We purchased them for a reason. We love them for because we bought them because we love them, and then we have to look at them later and go, what do I do with this? And especially if there's an emotional attachment to it, right? It's hard. So yeah, smallest closet first. I love that strategy. That's excellent. All right, guys, let's get our 2-minute timer up and we're going to figure out our misbeliefs and what one small change we're going to make this week to start being better, healthier, have more energy, and just make ourselves feel good. And go. It's up to Hmm. Okay, how does that one go for you? I've decided to make a smaller change of I've been doing the 10K with about 10 minutes of core exercises. I'm going to move the core exercises from 10 to 15 and just make that slight tweak to ensure that I am also getting more muscle building in there. The goal is to get to the gym and feel confident and good when I'm there, to feel like I have the stamina to keep up with my daughter. I do not at this point. Getting better. Let's see. Mary, bad choice. Too much YouTube. Goal, choosing writing streams over random videos. Oh, that's a good one. Yes. And like I said, nothing wrong with YouTube as a reward, or if you combine it with something healthy, perfectly fine. It is not great when you just sit there and stare at it nonstop. That is the slippery slope. But definitely, I like the goal of switching, still being on, still being with the community, still learning, but having a more active approach. That is perfect. Guys, our next panel is self-care, refilling the well with our favorite activities, getting outdoors, trying something new, journaling, and we always, always, always around here, guys, schedule in our self-care. You deserve it and you need it. Hey, Ashley, how's it going, hon? Thank you for joining us. The other one we're going to focus in on is our days. These are our wellness sick days. These are our mental health days, our buffer days that we allow ourselves so that we can get sort of everything sort of buffer catch up. They're kind of we're putting a little bit of space in our plan so that when things run over, we're not so solidly scheduled that we don't have room to breathe or room to make corrections as needed, right? So those are what our buffer catch-up days are. Low energy days. Sometimes, you can still function, but you're not functioning at your peak performance, but you still can get all those low energy type things done. We always have stuff on our list that are low energy. We still need to get them done. They're still important. They keep us healthy. They keep us going. And if we can work on those, we're still being productive, even when we don't feel like we want to do anything. And then finally, reset days. These are we're going to use these generally after any kind of interruption to our regular routines, vacations, surgeries, conferences, anything like that. I was going to say vacations, anything like that where there's been basically an interruption in our regular schedules and we're sort of trying to get back at it. We don't want to turn around and say we're going to be at our desk at 8 a.m. on Monday morning after a holiday and we're just going to dive right on in. More than likely, you're going to be tired, maybe jet lagged, and you're going to need a day or two to kind of get back there. So Wednesday might be a better choice with a couple low energy days to reset in between. So schedule in your mental health and sick days. If you don't need them, they become bonus days. Crystal, bad choice, eating all meals, standing, walking around, multitasking. Will now sit down and read while eating or just sit and digest. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that is something about our society that we do a lot of, and I don't think it's good for us. Sit, have a meal, enjoy it, be present, enjoy your food. You'll actually eat less as well, which is a nice side benefit. If you are aware of what you're doing, what you're intentional, what you're eating, you don't eat as much. I don't know why, but we're I don't know if it's the actual number of times we lift and scoop. I don't know what it is. We're just more likely to say no to too much, right? Ashley Mary, I also get sucked into YouTube Shorts. Oh yeah, dangerous territory. All right, guys, we are going to dive in and we're going to populate our plan with where we're going to put our self-care, at least 50%, guys. Put it right into your calendar. That way you're more likely to take the time out of your day to take a breather and just renew and refresh and feel good. And also where you're going to put in those sick days, mental health days, etc., so that you're, if you need them, they're sort of already in your schedule. You may not need them on the day you schedule them. Say you put them on put it on Friday, but you end up with a migraine on Wednesday. you're simply going to swap the 2 days then, right? All right, guys, 2 minutes and go. Okay, let's see. What do you guys come up with? Ashley, I love singing and dance videos on YouTube Shorts. There are so many of them. Oh, yeah. Crystal, I say we schedule in celebration days. Oh, that's a fabulous idea. If we normally schedule in a down day, let's turn it into an energizing day instead. Science has proven that our cells wait on us to tell them what to do. You know what? I'm going to change that panel right now, and I'm going to add that in. I think that is a fabulous idea. Oops. Okay, there we go. There we are. She's already on there. I think that's a wonderful idea. That kind of goes with actually, or is that self-care? Hmm. It may end up next week on self-care, but I love the idea of it. Definitely. Phyllis, I just took a wellness day on Friday. I also have Monday off as it is Labor Day in the US. Labor Day here too. And then the craziness begins. Crystal, so tell them I have lots of energy and here's what I'm going to do with it. I love that. Yes. Ah, self. Okay, I gotta give me my note cards. Hold on. Give myself a little partial mode here. I like that idea. Is that a self-care? Care day. I love the mindset of it. That is fabulous, and I totally agree with you. Yeah, how we look at things definitely uh, affects our energy and our moods, right? The positivity of that is fabulous. Beautiful. All right, guys, finally, conflict breaks in routine. This is the reset I was talking about. So can be vacations, holidays. We're just kind of coming off of that. We just had kids were out of school. It definitely, like I said, HB90. I kind of deliberately kept it light this time because I knew that with summer, I wasn't going to be able to keep it as tight as I do, especially in Q4. Q4 I'm pretty good with, but Q3, always chaotic a little bit because, well, it's the season, right? So holidays, surgeries, conferences, renovations, etc. Anything, people staying with you, anything that messes with your routines, right? So basically, also you have to figure out what you're trying to do with that conflict. Is it the conflicts come along, you deal with them, but is the point to relax? Because face it, if you want to go on vacation, you probably don't want to take your work with you. You want to actually have a vacation. You want to release, reset, and enjoy and participate, right? So, what are you going to do beforehand to give yourself the room to do that, right? Um, in terms of renovations, if there is someone is in your space and they are making a mess, they're making noise, yeah, they're improving the space, but what happens to your mood and to your energy and even just your environment as you're trying to do things, right? So we want to get ahead of stuff like that. If you know you're going to have someone renovating, maybe you want to do some coffee shop cafes for some writing just to get it done and get away from that, right? Little strategies want to use. Okay, guys. Basically, and the other question you're always sort of thinking is how long is it going to be today to get back to normal, right? All right, and go. So for me, yes, yes. Okay, what did you guys come up with? For me, it's the one that's coming is going to be my, as I said, hubby's going away. So I'm going to create a writer's retreat for myself. I get a week of determining what I want to do with my time within reason. I still got the girls here, but it will be interesting to see what shape I can give that. The most I've ever done is like a weekend, so I've never actually had a solid week. And I'm going to start planning that. And the question is, after the week, I don't want to burn out, so I also want to create some strategies for as I'm coming out of it and we go back into normal family routines. What that's going to maybe look like, I'm going to have to guess because I don't know for sure, but I want to sort of start strategizing and figure out what that's going to look like. What did you guys come up with? Mary, the only break in my routine is tomorrow. I plan to relax, reset, and enjoy my writing time. Oh, love that. Yeah, we even have a little holiday tomorrow. We have Labor Day. What are you going to do to just relax and enjoy it? Um, I have school prep and fun down as the main focus, and helping the daughter get organized and figure out what it is that how she's going to tackle this. She's up to 3 courses, with the potential for one more. I kind of want to maybe encourage her to maybe ignore that one, even though that one would work to her degree, and maybe pick one that's more fulfilling, more fun, one that would be more maybe she's chosen this, not to get me wrong, but one that would be more maybe an art class or something. I know she would love that. I don't know if we can still do that. It's kind of late in the game, but I understand there's like a 2-week window where they kind of still have classes going open. So I think that might be kind of nice for her if she wants to add a fourth, something a little more creative, which would definitely work for her. Okay, guys. Let's see here. Our final stage, story beats, the frame over which you drape your plot. This is your opportunity now to kind of spread everything out and think about how your days work and where things will work best for you in terms of your projects, the life stuff. If you can do all your life tasks in one day, especially if they pull you out of your house, for errands, try to start with the errands that are furthest away and come back so you're not finding yourself going back and forth. Try to minimize the amount of time that you're running back and forth and running out just to get 1 or 2 things. It costs a lot of time to do that. And if you could even reduce that by a day or 2, that gives you so much more time back to you for your creative self. All right, guys. Storyboard, we're going to think in terms of full days. As I said last week, most people do not have full days. Full days means that you have complete and utter control over every aspect of that day. That means there's no work that you have to go to. There's no other commitments that you have, any schooling you have to do, anything else where someone else is dictating the plan. So full days, you probably will have you probably have maybe 1 or 2 max, I would say, throughout the week. If you have them, they are beautiful and precious days because you get to take control, right? Which is kind of sometimes scary too, because we don't always know what to do with those kind of days because we don't normally have them. So take a moment and really think about, you have that full day to do anything that you want. What are you going to work on? What do you want to achieve with that time, right? No one else is going to be demanding anything of you. This is yours, right? Half days are more normal. Probably a good chunk of the day is going to be used for work outside of the home, or sometimes in the home. But again, sometimes someone else is pulling the strings. And then what's the other half going to look like for your creative endeavors, for chores, for the things that you need to get done? Pinch days are those crazy, crazy, crazy days where they're already mad busy, and then you've added stuff. And often other people added stuff. They came up with the schedule, and you're somehow required to make this work. My next Sunday, for example, I thought I would be able to do the kickoff call, no problem, and then basically do this other event, and then come back and do writing. No, it's not going to happen that way. I lied to myself. I didn't actually look at the times on things. No way, no how. We have to I had to totally revamp the entire weekend to make that work. Just because that's how it lined up. Life task days, like I just said, making those 1 or 2 days a week max that are your errand days, running groceries, getting rid of returns from Amazon, whatever it may be, picking up stuff for other people, for yourself. the things that are pulling you out of the house cost you so much time. And then your days off. How are you going to enjoy them? Let's see. Let's see. I agree. I try to batch my tasks. I did that yesterday and it was very effective. Oh yeah. Crystal, funny, today is that day for me. I allowed myself time this morning to do whatever I wanted to do without feeling guilty or rushing. So unlike me as an overachiever, it has been glorious and creative. Oh, that's amazing. I love that, Crystal. Oh, that is, and you gave yourself permission. That's the thing. Give yourselves permission, guys. Give yourselves permission. That is a beautiful, the way you laid that day out. Sweet. I love it. And you're going to feel so much better throughout the week because you did. And also the other one we want to look at, guys, is our deep focus days. We're going to usually have, if we're doing HP90, we have 3 main goals. Well, up to 3 main goals. You don't have to do 3 main goals. I think we all do, though, unfortunately. Talk about burnout, right? But we're going to give ourselves, if we can, again, this is also highly depending on your schedule. But if you can give yourself a deep flow state of deep focus for anywhere from 2 to 3 hour blocks, 1 per each goal, you can really get a lot done. That's what we did yesterday when we sat down to do our writing. We did 2 45-minute sprints with 5-minute journal sessions. We did a 2-minute micro sprint plan at the beginning to really define what we wanted to use that 2.5 hours for. And I hope most of you got a lot done. I know it was extremely productive for me. And being able to really deep dive and have that block of focus, it felt so good. So try to figure out where that can fit in your plan. Some weeks you may not have room for all 3, and that's a reality, right? See, I like the idea of life tasks today. I have to schedule one of them. Yes, yes, for sure. The other one we're going to look at, so for that one, I usually will just go through the weekly, and at the top of each one, I will figure out which days I have that should be fully mine to play with. And I usually can get 1, if not 2, and then most of them are half days, and pinch days I don't usually have a lot of, but I do have one on Sunday, so I do want to make sure I write that one down. And the life days, I would normally put that on Tuesday, but Tuesday has some special things. So let's take 2 minutes and we're just going to go through and see. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just our first pass at kind of creating this plan, right? So for our storyboard, let's go through our weekly and figure out how this breaks down on the page and where we're going to try to get those 3 deep focus days in, and go. So new skills, new skills, new skills. Hmm. Hmm. I decided to do two this week. I'm not going to try to shove the other one in there because we have 2 days that are kind of chaotic. So I'm going to deal with the new skills and I'm going to do a writing one. I'm going to keep that light and focused. And if I can make room for the third one, I will. But the third one very much is sort of a health goal, and that's sort of split over every day. So I don't see that one having a heavy focus day. Although, could have a gym day with the daughter. That would be very cool. That would be extremely cool. Maybe, maybe, maybe. We've been talking about it forever. I'm going to put that with a question mark. That would be good self-care and something I've been trying to work toward. Crystal, I've tried to do errand days, but with multiple schedules in this household, that doesn't always work. What does work is putting them on the agenda the night before as task blocks, and it all gets done. I like that. It's a good strategy. Yeah, especially if you can't, you're controlling it by the realization of how it works in your household, right? Rita, I'm spoiled. I can have 7 deep focus days even when hubby's home. Besides meals and dishes, my time is all mine. Ooh, sweet Hannah, love that. Crystal, just a tip for those who have to color outside lines sometimes. Laugh out loud, yes. And that's true, right? Rita, the problem is getting the heavy house-related stuff accomplished. Yeah, that one would be... I almost feel like that should be part of like the reset. It's sort of, there's nothing short about it. It takes a day. It takes a couple days. I feel like that kind of cleaning ends up being, yeah, add that, like make that like a reset. I think that would be smart because I want to do my bookcases and I know those are going to take time, a lot of time. So I have not done them because I know once I want to pull everything off, I want to clean every shelf. I'm looking at everything that I have on there and going, I have to put this somewhere while I'm working on this. Ouch. No, and I'm avoiding it because it's kind of not, I want to do it all at one big go, but it's going to be a full day task. There's nothing going around. I can't get around that. All right. Candace, gotta leave early to chat with a friend. Love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us, Candace. Rita, I'm trying to add that to my schedule Wednesday with Angela Spence. Yes, yes. Okay, guys, our second to last panel. Come on, mousey mouse. Let's go. Uh-oh. We having a technical difficulty. Uh-oh. I lost my mouse. Hold on. Connect. You're not gonna let me? Ah, no. Okay. Turn you off, turn you back on again. Must have a low battery. Ah. Why are you being grouchy? Oh my. Do you lose connection? Oh my. No writing sprints today. I decided for balance for the long weekend, I would put writing, participate in Double Down Day and also go live, do the plan with me, and then have some family time today before and take the latter half of the weekend. Oh my, this sucks, guys. Ah. Oh, whatever. I will just say it because apparently I'm not going to keep doing a silly thing. Uh-oh. I broke it. I broke it. No. Give me a minute, guys. Oh my. This baby still touched my computer. Oh no, 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 no. You are there, aren't you? What is going on, computer? I have no mouse. I need not navigate. Uh, oh my. It's a Windows thing, guys. Oh my. I am so, so sorry. This is not a good tech issue to have. Come on, pair up. Pair. Oh my. Oh well. It is what it is. And you're also not lining up. Either. Hold on. Life stuff. On air chaos. She's hiding. Okay. I don't know what's going on. You will not. It will not to figure it out. So whatever. We will just do this as such. I have no mouse to function with. It's. Oh, did you figure it out? No, I'm sorry, guys. It sucks. I can't even roll back. Let's see. My daughters and I have been watching through them and we love them. Sweet. Crystal, are you self-taught or did you go to school? That sounds awesome. Yes. I've been buying them one at a time on Amazon because my DVDs have been skipping a lot. Oh, interesting. Let's see. You better? No, that's the wrong computer. Come on, pair up. This is so weird. I don't know what that, I don't even know what to say, guys. So mad at my tech right now. Hold on, I have a solution. No, I can't do that either. Okay. I took the Proofreading Anywhere course 7 years ago and got the certificate. Oh, very cool. But I'd say a lot of it is self-taught from reading so much. Yes. Although I thought I knew commas, and when I took the course, I realized I did not know comma rules. Oh, okay. I'd say the developmental editing is all self-taught and learned from experience, reading a lot and writing a lot of books. Nice. Crystal, actually love hearing that. I feel that I could do it as I've been a voracious reader most of my life, but I am humble enough to take courses as well. Yes. And I think you have to start with that desire first and then you move forward, right? Let's see, did I put it in here? Nope. Do not know what's going on here. Tech. I have no idea why I have no mouse. The Windows issue and I'm locked clean out. Neither is working. Silliness. Let's see. Ashley, otherwise it's super expensive. Thinking back, maybe the Swan one and Rapunzel. Oh, nice. I love that. Oh, Barbie ones. Oh, yeah. I know probably every word of that movie. I think it's on Disney Plus now. Um, I might be wrong. Do they have the rights to that one? I'm not sure. Okay, guys. So I'm not gonna switch panels. But you are going to move forward and you're going to populate your planner. You're going to create your top 3 for Monday. You're going to create you're going to figure out your weekly plan, and you have to make adjustments as needed. That is perfectly fine. That is being human. We take a guess on how we can shape up our week so that we can move things around, but at least we have an idea of what it's going to look like. Because sometimes once we get it down on paper, it ends up being that there's no way we can achieve everything that we thought as we start looking at the blocks of time that have been used up. And then finally, you're gonna make sure that you get that self-care down there and your care days. That way, if you need them, they're there and they're part of your plan. And then finally, you're gonna celebrate your gold star moments and your best fixes and really look at what you're doing and be intentional with your time so you can be awesome. I'm going to say goodbye, even though the live is going to stay going for a bit, because I'm going to have to turn off my camera now and figure out how to get off of this thing because without a mouse. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I have to put out a fire now. Thank you guys. Bye for now. I know you want to go off and do things as well. If you want to get some writing done, you can always hit the replay from yesterday. We had so many lives yesterday. Go and jump on to 1 or 2 of them and get your words. I'll see you guys throughout the week. Thank you guys. Bye. Can I cancel? You're not actually working, are you? done. Here. Two. That's great.